The world is never going to be the same again.
I'm worried about the world.
The mass chaos and crises that there was in the world, it's going to be just like that now.
This is not an accident.
How long is it going to last? Longer than even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves.
Out of 100 people, 4 will get the message.
This thing isn't going to be over in a few weeks. This thing isn't going to be over in a few months.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, I just have to say that the crypto market has been pretty healthy recently. We see Ethereum hovering right around $3,000 as Bitcoin is hovering around $42,000. And on the 24-hour, we see that a lot of cryptos are up double-digit percentages. We saw coins like ApeCoin go up, I think it was 1,400% in just 2 days. Are these the initial moments right before an altcoin season? Personally speaking, I think so. As we begin to see more life in the crypto market and cryptos begin to rise in value, in my personal opinion, if there's one thing I can say, it's to stay as grounded as possible. A lot of people will be hearing the narratives. This time is different. Do not cash out. Do not take profits. We're going into full-blown utility. And I'm here to tell you, as probably one of the most bullish people in this space and in the XRP community, don't listen. Have a plan. Take profits this time around. You experienced what happened between March and May. We saw a bull run. Prices crashed. We experienced what happened in November, December. We had a price surge and prices crashed. If this time around we see a parabolic move for altcoins and you don't take profits, the cataclysmic crash that will come afterwards will be what you deserve. I'm gonna say that again. I'm 99.9% confident in a 70+% crash in the stock market, in Bitcoin, and likely a 90+% crash in all your favorite altcoins. XRP may be excluded from that 90% crash, and it may only crash maybe something like 70%. But I believe everything's gonna go down unless something changes from now until the end of this bull run. Unless XRP's full-blown utility begins and something changes, you better take profits that will change your lives. The reason, guys, is because I was around 2017, 2018, and I did not take profits towards the peak. Those profits could have changed my life. But instead, because I didn't take profits, we saw an 80% crash across the board within 2 weeks of all the coins I was holding. I could have been miles ahead of where I was at that time, and I'd be miles ahead now, but I wouldn't be the same person. I'm here humbly before all of you, grateful for my mistake, so I can share the horror story that is holding your coins through a bull run into a bear market, knowing the amount of money you could have had, but didn't take. Ladies and gentlemen, that's no fun. Hedge your bets, diversify. Taking profits into USDC, Pax Gold, waiting for a crash, then reinvesting into stocks, into real estate, into cryptos at lower entry points is the way to go. Do not be a superhero. Capital preservation is important. And you guys are going to be hearing me go into capital preservation mode after this bull run is over. Protect the wealth you're going to earn. Ladies and gentlemen, I shifted bullish 3 weeks ago on this market because I could see that we had some runway left. But trust me when I say, immediately, once we see things going completely parabolic, I will be the biggest bear, shouting at the top of my lungs to take profits, to protect retail investors from those people with laser eyes that don't give a damn about you. Those people trying to show you Bitcoin, Ether, all these cryptos going to ridiculous values at the top of their lungs will be the first ones using you and your retirement, your 401ks, and your crypto investment as exit liquidity, my friends. That's just the fact of the matter. It's a cruel, cruel world. Some will say it's a cold world. But here on this channel, we're going to stay grounded. We're going to have FU money when that crash happens, so that we'll later be able to buy at FU entry points. This is only the beginning, my friends. And I had to start off that video by saying that. Now, in addition, ladies and gentlemen, something else I wanted to point out to all of you is how we've broken through resistance on this altcoin market. This is a chart by BTC Fuel. Altcoins have broken out of a huge 5-month bullish falling wedge. This is something to keep your eyes on. I believe we have a very short moment to capitalize on these altcoins moving up in value. And if you miss it, you miss it. Usually, altcoin seasons, they do not last too long. Sometimes 4 to 6 weeks. It may be a little longer, maybe a little less. But that's the time frame I'm looking at. What tends to happen is that a certain number of coins that have similarities go, then other sets of coins that have similarities go. What I mean by that is maybe exchange tokens go to the moon, maybe some metaverse tokens go to the moon, maybe other cryptos go to the moon. But you'll know it's a confirmed altcoin season once prices start going up 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100% in a day. There'll be no doubt about it. And once an altcoin season starts, there is no stopping it. Guys, I need to give you a subtle reminder of what the hell it is we own. Crypto is moving forward towards mainstream adoption. Businesses could invest in liquidity solutions that address customer needs. A 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365-day a year uptime to eliminate pre-funding requirements. Ripple's Liquidity Hub will be that all-in-one solution. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those things where we discussed after last year's Swell Conference. Ripple's Liquidity Hub will be one of the biggest reasons XRP succeeds in the future. Every single time the banks need a solution, Ripple delivers. They needed a private ledger. Ripple delivers. Liquidity Hub will be one of the biggest things that take us into the mainstream. And guys, we're already slowly creeping into the mainstream. Here, we see that one of Australia's major 4 banks openly stated on its website it is partnering with Canada CIBC using Ripple's blockchain network technology. Ladies and gentlemen, what does this mean? They're getting more comfortable openly stating Ripple's technology is what they're going to use. Currently, it's RippleNet. Eventually, the goal is to have everyone using XRP. Ladies and gentlemen, this means something. Once they get started using Ripple, there's no going back. Now guys, not only that, but Ganesh Hiremath exposes this. Swift alternative and plans as Russia, India explore opening an alternative payment channel amid sanctions. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of whether or not this specifically, what they're writing about is XRP or not, it doesn't matter. Swift is being discussed in the mainstream and people are looking for better alternatives. That is the point I'm trying to make here. We in the XRP community have been talking about SWIFT being replaced since 2017. And now in 2022, amid a global financial crisis, after a health crisis, after an invasion, this is when we've always speculated something like this could come. And right here, like clockwork, the narrative has arrived. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while you keep all of those fundamentals in your minds, while you understand that we must take profits and you must remain bullish on XRP, as we do believe this SEC case is a foregone conclusion to go in Ripple's favor, I have to remind you about my second favorite crypto on the planet and my second largest holding. Hedera Hashgraph is a token I've been in since 1.8 cents, and in my opinion, it's going to become what Ethereum is today. A top 3 future coin, if I'm being honest here, and it's still undervalued regardless of its current price. Actually, this 20-cent price range right here is what I'd like to call a life-changing entry point. And guys, I'm going to spend the second half of this video reminding and educating all of you as to why you should have some Hedera exposure. Ladies and gentlemen, this brief thread was from Sivo at Parabolic HBAR. HBAR's technology is now open source. There is DeFi with Saucer Swap, an accelerator program with the HBAR Foundation. Its mainnet left beta 2 billion plus transactions on Hedera. It's already passed all the transactions Ethereum has ever had since its inception. And Hedera hasn't even done any type of marketing yet. It's going to have smart contracts 2.0, staking rewards, passive income opportunities, and community nodes. This will allow you to make money while you hold your HBAR, and that is priceless. In addition, guys, when you look at this visual, we can see the governing council is the world's first enterprise DAO. We see a lot of scammy DAOs out there, but Hedera's governing council is a legitimate DAO, and we're seeing it play out the way it's supposed to be. Hedera ensures no forks into the future. And recently, they added members to their governing council like Ubisoft. They also have members like Google, IBM, LG, DBS Bank, Chainlink, T-Mobile, Tata. Need I say more? I don't really have to. Financially, they're allowing micropayments, CBDCs, digital stablecoins, and tokenized commodities. They have USDC built on Hedera, and we saw them from MTech mentioned in Project New Dawn. Needless to say, they've really made a dent. Guys, they're going to be used in identity. Metaverse. They have Metaverse, South Korea, Access, Aeon NFT, and DBS Bank, and these will be clean NFTs, guys. Remember Jordan Freed and Kevin O'Leary at Immutable Holdings, both backing NFT.com. That is important. They have low fees and extreme sustainability. Remember, guys, somehow, someway they've managed to be carbon negative. I still don't know what the hell that means, but it's important. And the climate change narrative will be something Hedera can use to their advantage. All that being said, guys, I believe Hedera is the biggest sleeping giant token in the crypto space at the moment. Here, when we take a look at CoinMarketCap, we see coins like Terra Luna, Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, Polkadot. I believe this bull run, Hedera can reach this level of market caps. And if that's the case, we are in for potentially 10x returns. Now that is just speculation, but it's speculation based on fundamentals. And Hedera is going to give all the tokens I just named a serious run for their money. You guys are all about to understand why it's been my second largest holding for a long time, and why I've been patiently accumulating. While they don't market, they continue to build. And when the marketing campaign finally takes off, it'll be too late. It's one of those tokens we'll look back at and say, damn, this is the one that changed my life forever. And you still have an opportunity to get in while it's hot. XRP will be what Bitcoin was meant to be. And Hedera will be what Ethereum was supposed to be as well. Don't get it twisted, my friends. We own the correct assets. We own the better technology. And we're investing with logic and reason. Now, guys, that is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. But you should follow it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now, guys, I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
I get 24 hours a day just like Bill Gates. I get 24 hours a day just like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You get 24 hours a day, ladies and gentlemen. What do you do with your 24 hours? You need to get more information in our coaching program. All we do is drop content nonstop. And people are like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. See, you don't even know what you don't know. How did you let me come from behind and clip you? Do you guys know the studies show the better we look, the more money we make? Which means your website should pass the eyeball test. Your truck should pass the eyeball test. Your people should pass the eyeball test. You should pass the eyeball test. Everybody in this room has a promised land somewhere, but you can't be stuck on the city you like. You got to hear God and go to your promised land. Your promised land might be Utah. Your promised land might be Minnesota. Your promised land might be Wyoming. Hear me clearly. You better use your money to get information and access, and you better be flexible because a real shark is flexible. Can we stop fronting and get real about this thing? And if I can do it, you can do it. I knew nothing about life. I knew nothing about business, but I had the right mindset, and I learned it through sports. And y'all got to hear my story so you understand. I didn't even start on my college basketball team. I came off the bench. At the University of Minnesota, I came off the bench. But in my mind, you can bring me off the bench, but I'm an NBA ball player when you get through talking. When you get through, I'm an NBA ball player. And that's why I would walk around and say, you can't check me. You can't check me. You can't check me. If I was you, I would walk around every day and say, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I declare it right now. I'm worth millions. I'm worth millions. I will receive my salary right now, but I won't accept it as my value. So whatever you receive right now, receive it, but don't you accept it as your value. Because there's more out here for you if you change your mindset.